the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15 and verse 7. But Maccabeus had ever sure confidence that the Lord, YAHAWASHI, would help him. I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahawah, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to the 140 and 4,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp. Coming at you with a quick lesson. And it's going to be in regards to knowing that our help comes from Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, especially when our enemies rise up against us. And that's exactly what you see going on right now in these last days. These damn devils, these Edomites, all right, are declaring war on you tribes, man, more blatantly and out in the open because they have a short time left. They're getting ready to come down with great wrath upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right? And we told you that this will happen. Okay? And, you know, this account is from the Greek captivity where our people were up against these damn devils back then. All right? Well, guess what? History repeats itself, man. Except this time, this is the last time that any heathen will come up against us Israelites, man. All right? This time, Yahawah is going to send his son YAHAWASHI to step in, all right, along with the host of heaven. But you have to know that the Lord is with us. Those who have been seeking him in truth and in sincerity. Those who have kept their integrity with Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, such as Judas Maccabees, as you see him mentioned right here. All right, now I want to play a quick video clip. We're going to go to the next verse. All right, fair use, fair use. All right, I'm not making any money off of this. This is for educational purposes only. This is from MSNBC News. Now, check this out. The title of this video, it says, "Firmly into break the glass territory. ICE ramps up recruitment, and the job requirements is make America great again." Or make America white again, or Edomite again. That's what they're really trying to do. But let's go ahead and play this.
All right, take a look at this. I want to show you some recent recruitment ads from the Department of Homeland Security, specifically ICE. This is the landing page on the joinice.gov website, featuring an image of Uncle Sam with the headline, "America needs you." It eerily reads underneath, quote, "America has been invaded by criminals and predators. We need you to get them out." As ICE attempts to boost its recruitment numbers, it's hitting social media with an ad blitz. According to 404 Media, DHS is also looking to run ads on streaming services like HBO Max and Hulu, and Uncle Sam was actually one of the milder ads. Here's another one featuring what appears to be a vintage ad for a van. The tweet says, "Think about how many criminal illegal aliens you could fit in this bad boy." And then the kicker, quote, "Want to deport illegals with your absolute boys?" Take a look at this ad, which reads, "Serve your country, defend your culture. No undergraduate degree required." How totally fun. Defend your culture and no undergraduate degree required. The immigration agency is lowering the bar when it comes to other hiring requirements, too. This week, the Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem announced that the agency would be eliminating the age cap for new hires, allowing people older than 40 and as young as 18 to join the ranks of ICE. And DHS is not only making it easier to become an ICE agent, but more financially attractive as well. The DHS website touts that prospective agents may be entitled to signing bonuses of up to $50,000, the possibility of up to $60,000 in student loan repayment, and a 25% premium pay. The recruitment push is working. We know it's brought in at least one new high-profile agent, the 59-year-old actor and vocal Trump supporter Dean Cain, who once played Superman on TV. He shared on social media that he plans to become an ICE officer to, quote, save America. Superman, a literal, undocumented alien, like an actual alien from outer space, from the planet Krypton, is now going to be an ICE agent. You cannot make this stuff up. Jokes aside, this drive to hire more personnel seems to be ideologically driven. ICE used to require employees to have an undergraduate degree. Not anymore. You don't really need any experience in law enforcement either. Apparently, you don't even need a uniform because so many of the arrests that we're witnessing are being carried out by masked plainclothes officers.
Oh man, you see this? So this devil is so damn desperate. What is he doing? He's allowing pretty much any and everyone to sign up to be an ICE agent. This is a move of desperation. Let's get a quick precept. All right, just as a reminder, all right, Revelation 12 verse 12, what does it say? Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. These devils know that their time is limited. All right, their rulership is coming to an end, so they're moving with haste. They're moving sloppily, and they're just hiring any damn body to be an ICE agent because they're desperate, man. This shows you that we're close to the kingdom, man. We're close to the kingdom of heaven. Our Lord YAHAWASHI is nearer. All right, every day that goes by, it's a day closer to our Lord YAHAWASHI coming back to stomp these fucking devils out, man, and to take these heathen out of power. But before that, they're gonna try to do what they can to destroy us, man, as prophesied, and we're watching it play out right now. And they're coming down to your neighborhoods, grabbing up citizens. You know what I'm saying? Not just quote unquote illegal immigrants, but they're grabbing up citizens now, man, because they're targeting the 12 tribes, man. They're not coming after the Japanese or the East Indians that came through the borders that are here illegally. They're not coming for these other heathen that are here. They're coming for the so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, because deep down, these devils at the top, they know that we are the Israelites, man. All right? And they have an ancient hatred for you. And all these damn red-blooded Americans are going to take the bait and run out there to be an ICE agent. And the dude just said in a clip that they're not even really requiring them to have any uniforms. So they're giving them a license to, you know, have your neighbors hem you up and have you arrested, man, pretty much. Your so-called white neighbors that you love so much. They've been given the authority to hand you over to ICE, to, you know, bring you to one of those detention centers, death camps or whatever. So this is gonna get interesting, man. But we told you that it would happen. All right, but you hopeful elect, you ain't got nothing to worry about, man. The Lord is on our side, man. All right? But he's coming down with great wrath, man, as we told you. And it's only the beginning. It's finna intensify. I mean, this brings citizen arrest to a whole nother level, man. So I'll play a little bit more of this. We'll get some precepts from 2nd Maccabees.
COVID's on the rise, so maybe they're onto something, although, as I recall from a few years ago, the Trump administration was against the wearing of masks, but whatever. The only real requirements to becoming an ICE agent these days seem to be a beating heart and an alignment with Trump's deportation crackdown. Almost like he's building an army of sycophants. And he's got the money to do it. Trump's one big beautiful bill.
Yeah, man, you get all these Edomite weirdos that hate you Israelites, man. This is like a wet dream to them, man. I bet you these motherfuckers are signing up in their droves. You know what I'm saying? This is all the plan of the elites, man, to get this damn race war popped off, man. All right, to get the order out of chaos popped off. All right, you're going to have these regular weird-ass Edomites that just have a, you know, that spiritual hatred for you Israelites out here, you know, with guns and you know, the protection of ICE and Homeland Security. You know what I'm saying? This is going to spill over into something crazy, man. But we're not surprised. We're expecting it. But let's go ahead and get into it real quick.
Sets aside nearly $170 billion for immigration enforcement and border security efforts, including $75 billion with a B in extra funding for ICE specifically, making ICE the highest funded law enforcement agency in the federal government. Put this into perspective. ICE now receives more funds and resources than most national militaries. ICE is rapidly becoming the nation's largest domestic police force. Its size and power double that of the FBI. It seems like the Trump administration is building up ICE to be an alternative force that's bigger, more politically loyal, unencumbered by standards, and largely shielded from democratic accountability. All right, to discuss the rapidly expanding ICE force in America, I'm joined by Jason Stanley, a professor of philosophy at the University of Toronto and an expert in authoritarianism, propaganda, free speech, and democracy. Stanley is the author of numerous books, including Erasing History, How Fascists Rewrite the Past.
All right, so yeah, that's enough right there. You get the point. You see what's going on, man. Check this one out.
We make sure we hire quality because it's a tough job, and we got to make sure we get the right people, and that's what we're working hard to make sure we do.
The U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency is seeing a massive surge in job applications after a new hiring drive. More than 100,000 Americans have reportedly applied to ICE since a recruitment push began at the end of July. The drive was launched by the Trump administration to add 10,000 new agents to the immigration force. The Department of Homeland Security reportedly said that the campaign is offering incentives and easing some limits on who can apply for the jobs. By August 6th, ICE had already received 80,000 applications, and that number jumped in just a few days. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem told Fox News that the country urgently needs men and women to serve at ICE. She said the goal is to remove violent criminals and secure the nation after failed immigration policies. Notably, applicants must pass a medical screening, drug test, and physical fitness check to qualify for training. To draw more recruits, ICE is offering signing bonuses of up to $50,000 in student loan repayment. Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons said the hiring push is funded by the new One Big Beautiful Bill. He linked the effort to combating millions of criminal illegal aliens in the U.S. under Biden's policies. DHS data shows assaults on ICE agents have risen by over 1,000% amid protests and unrest nationwide.
DHS says 100,000 Americans have signed up to be a part of ICE. How many of those folks do you think will ultimately get signed on in order for the agency to meet its deportation goals?
Well, we need to hire 10,000, so we need to hire the best of that 100,000. We make sure we hire quality because it's a tough job, and we got to make sure we get the right people, and that's what we're working hard to make sure we do.
Since President Trump has taken office, we have arrested hundreds of thousands of these illegal criminals. I'm here today because the elected leaders in this state of Illinois are ignoring the law. In fact, they're being obstructionists when it comes to getting dangerous criminals off of their streets. They are deciding that dangerous criminals that are murderers, rapists, money launderers, have committed assault, that are trafficking children, are more important than the families that live in the communities here. That includes Governor Pritzker, Mayor Johnson, and others who have worked so hard to protect these dangerous criminals. They'd rather be a sanctuary state and continue to put those individuals above American citizens who built this country, who've raised their families here for generations, and just want to be able to walk down the street safely at night and put their kids to bed and live a peaceful life. Today, I'm highlighting 4 different examples of individuals that we've recently arrested here out of this office with the good work of ICE and our HSI officers that we've taken off the streets without the help of the governor or the mayor.
All right, so that's the point, man. You can watch this full video on your own time, but you see what's going on. You get all these weird-ass crackers signing up to be ICE agents, man. That's what's going on. All right, but like I said, if you are serving YAHAWASHI and truth and sincerity, you're not out here being a damn, criminal or anything like that, then you don't have nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is on our side. So this is really to get at these 2/3. But, look at these comments real quick. This guy says, I'm about to take my entrance exam to be a Secret Service officer at Washington, D.C. If you ever wanted to get into this field, now is the time to do it. They're on a big hiring spree. Because these simple motherfuckers out here think that that's just such a prestigious title. They want to be a part of this government. They feel like that makes them official. You know what I'm saying? They want a prestigious title. Oh, I'm a certified ICE officer now. That's going to puff their heads up even more, man, to come after you jakes, man. But it is what it is. This is all a part of the Lord's plan. Okay. Wow, thank you, America, for loving us, your fellow citizens. Man, shut up. Anyway, man, you got a bunch of these weirdos on here, man. A bunch of these red-blooded Americans thanking the government for this opportunity. All right, you know, they're with it. All these Edomites, they're with this, man. All right, but anyway, let's let's get back to the book of 2 Maccabees real quick. Salakia. All right, here we have it, the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15, verse 7. We left off there. Let's go to the next verse. Now it says, wherefore he exhorted his people not to fear the coming of the heathen against them, but to remember the help which in former times they had received from heaven, and now to expect the victory and aid which shall come unto them from the Almighty. And that's the spirit that we're coming in as the hopeful elect. All right, you see what I'm saying? We know that the heathen are getting ready to try to run down on us, man. The main heathen being Esau, Edom. Because why? They have a short time left, man. The truth is out. They've been exposed as being the wicked, the devils of the earth. All right, nobody likes them, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they're exposed, man. They can't hide under that veil of innocency that they tried to portray in their media for all these years. All right? They can't hide under that false banner anymore, man. They've been exposed. Their history is out there. All right, they're trying to remove it from the school curriculums and everything, man, because they're exposed as they said they would be in the scriptures. Let's get that precept real quick. But we got help from YAHAWASHI. You got to know this, man. All right, here we have it right here, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare, meaning he's exposed. All right, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. So yeah, man, Esau, you on your way out, man. All right, you damn devils, man. The jig is up, so you're scrambling now. All right, and we see it. It's all good, man, because we know you're an end. All right, so you gonna grab up these 2/3, man, and you might even get some of the men of the Lord, man. You know, you might even get you know, some of the hopeful elect. But guess what? The Lord gonna defend the hopeful elect when you detain them, man. You're gonna have to pay for that when you touch one of the Lord's elect. So understand that, man. You're really walking into a trap. All right, so back in 2 Maccabees chapter 15, let's go to the next verse. All right, and it says, and so comforting them out of the law and the prophets. All right, Judas Maccabees was using the scriptures, man, bringing up those accounts of old. As it tells you in Romans 15 and verse 4, the things were written aforetime for our learning, man. All right. And so comforting them out of the law and the prophets, and withal putting them in mind of the battles that they won afore, he made them more cheerful. Yeah, we got to remember when the Lord stepped in for us, man. Remember the times of old, man. Because you got to bring those things back to your memory, because, you know, if you're just watching the news media and, you know, the narrative of these damn devils, how they're going to try to come down and, you know, destroy us and whatnot, you can forget how the Lord steps in on our behalf, man. It's a known fact that we have a power in the heavens. Are you Israelites? All right, you have to call on the Lord, YAHAWASHI, in these times. And that's exactly what the elect are going to do, and they're going to be defended. Hey, we're just telling you before it happens. All right? And when he had stirred up their minds, he gave them their charge, showing them therewithal the falsehood of the heathen and the breach of oaths. That's right, man. These damn devils are nothing but a bunch of liars and deceivers. Ain't no good coming to them, man. We serve the power that hates iniquity. And that's all Esau is full of, man. So let them come with their bullshit. They're not going to be able to get the elect, man. Just know that. And Lord willing, we're of that number. All right, here we have one that comes to mind right here. All right. The book of Zechariah, chapter 2 and verse 8. For thus saith the Lord Yahawah, power of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations, which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye. Man, do you see that? It's written right here. So you heathen that put your hands on the Lord's people, even the 2/3, you know what I'm saying, who are rebellious right now, or who are going to receive their judgment here in these latter days, you still got to pay for that, because you're still touching the Lord's chosen people. So even though that wicked ass nigga, you know, that wicked ass Pookie or Ray Ray on the block, all right, the gangbanger who you apprehend and snatch up, you know, guess what? Though he's gonna receive his judgment at your hand, guess what? You're gonna have to pay for that because you are still touching the Lord's elect. I mean, not elect, Salaki. You're touching the Lord's chosen people, man. So it's gonna be even worse when you grab the elect up, man. Do you see that, man? YAHAWASHI clearly states right here, you know what I'm saying, that those who touch his people, that's like unto touching the apple of his eye, man. That goes into like the pupil of your eye. So that's a heavy violation, man. All right, you see the imagery that's portrayed right here? So when you devils put your hands on the Lord's chosen, you know, which are the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, you got hell to pay for that, man. All right? And you're really getting ready to pay for all the times that you've afflicted us. All right? From the ancient times until now. Now I want to get this in the AI overview real quick. So here it is right here. It says the phrase that he toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye, is found in Zechariah 2:8 of the KJV Bible, indicating that harming the Most High's people is akin to harming something very precious to him. This verse emphasizes the protection and value the Most High places on his people, who are the Israelites, man. Okay? So when you fuck with us, all right, the Lord gonna step in and do something, man. All right? Especially for the elect who are serving him, man. Like I said, Esau, you running into a trap. The Lord is the ultimate chess player. When you put your hands on the elect, oh man, get ready. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. And you know I had to bring this one out, man. And you, hopeful elect, need to know this scripture right here. All right, most definitely. This is Isaiah 59 and verse 19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. The spirit of the Lord YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, shall lift up a standard against him." You see that? So when these enemies, when these heathen come in like a flood, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to come with overwhelming force upon you Israelites here in the near future. Guess what's going to happen? The Lord going to raise up that standard, man. He going to have divine intervention take place for his elect. All right? You see what I'm saying? This is what we're expecting. This is what's going to happen as it is written. So Esau is running into a trap. When you come after the Lord's elect, all right, those who he has deemed worthy of salvation, those who are obedient unto his voice, who are following his son YAHAWASHI, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get fucked over, man. All right? Spiritual power is going to manifest in a way that you've never seen before. And y'all call us crazy for talking about spiritual power given to the elect. You're going to see, man. Because those of you that don't believe, you 2/3 that have no faith in the Lord YAHAWASHI, guess what? You're going to be taken in that flood to be swept away by Esau. But it's not going to be so for the elect, man. As it is stated right here. Now, I got another one that comes to mind on this topic as well. All right, here we have the book of Luke chapter 10 and verse 18. "And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven." This is Lord YAHAWASHI speaking. All right. Who they ignorantly call Jesus. His true name is YAHAWASHI in the ancient Hebrew. All right. And he said right here that he beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven, which is very fast, because lightning, as you know, is very quick. All right. That's how fast you devils are falling from your heaven. All right. It's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan falling down from the sky onto the earth. Nah, man. That's how these Christians try to break this down. They don't have the understanding of what this is talking about. This is talking about you damn devils falling from power, because we know that you are the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. All right. Everything originates in the spiritual realm. All right. You have the right hand side, the righteous spirits, and you have the left hand side, which are the wicked spirits. All right. And it's manifested through you damn devils, you Edomites. And you're falling from your heaven as we speak, and you're trying to hold on to it. But there's no holding on to it, man. You're out of here, man. You're trying to make America Edomite again and whatnot. It ain't going to work. All right, here's the point I wanted to make right here, verse 19. And the Lord YAHAWASHI says, "Behold," that means look here, "I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. This is going into spiritual power, man. All right, supernatural abilities, man. This is what this is going into, to defend against these goddamn devils, these scorpions and these serpents. And it goes for the 2/3 of our people as well. All right, when you come against the prophets, you're really coming against YAHAWASHI, and he's going to give his men power to defend against all enemies. Believe it or not, you're going to see. We're going to see. And Lord willing, I'm one of those men that receive that power, man. I know you brothers feel the same way as well. We're coming into that time, man. All right? As prophesied. Now, the next verse, it says, notwithstanding in this rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. So yeah, man, we're not here to gloat and glory in ourselves because we have spiritual power. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's more so to rejoice that you are a part of the Lord's elect. Because if you receive that power, that's an indicator that, hey, you're the elect, man. The Lord has you written for salvation. So it tells you in the Apocrypha that at this time, it's going to be made known who are his chosen. When all hell breaks loose and these devils run down, it's going to be made known who are the Lord's elect. When that spiritual power is manifested and the divine protection is brought forth. Let's prove that in the Apocrypha real quick. So this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 in the Apocrypha. A very heavy prophetic chapter, man. Now I want to jump down to the points here for time's sake. I'm going to jump down to about verse, 69 or 70. Let me see. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start at verse 67. Now it says, behold, the Most High himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. This is the importance of repenting and turning back to your God, man. The one and only true living God, Yahawah, through his son YAHAWASHI. You Israelites, you're the only ones that can turn back to the Lord, man. All right? These other heathen, they ain't got no chance to turn back to YAHAWASHI because he was never with them. All right? He was always with us. And now in this grace period, you're being exhorted to turn back to him. But we understand that only the elect are going to turn back to the Lord in these last days. All right? He's going to deliver his elect from the trouble that's coming. Now, verse 68, it says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. So this talking about these damn devils rounding Jacob, rounding you Israelites up, and bring you to their facilities, whether it be the prisons or the detention facilities, all right, the death camps. All right, that's why it says, being idle, meaning being stationary. It's talking about being locked up, detained. And that's what you see going on in the news, man. All right, they're trying to up their law enforcement. They got, the damn federal agents over there in D.C., and they're planning on putting them in other major cities as well to grab up who? You Israelites, man, to detain you. And their main target is who? The Israelites that are serving the Lord, man. Their main target, all right, are the prophets. And we know they're going to eventually come for us. But it is what it is, man. We prepare for this. All right, we've been warned by the scriptures. Okay, so that burning wrath is being kindled right now. These damn devils, man, they hate you Israelites, and they're showing it. All right, and they might even try to offer you the RFID microchip in these facilities, man. That goes into things offered unto idols. All right, they might try to say, well, you want to, go back home or go back to regular life. You got to take this RFID microchip so that we can document your citizenship digitally. Hey, we call them to play before they do it, man, through the power and spirit of YAHAWASHI. All right, and if you receive that mark, that RFID microchip, the implantable device, guess what? You're going to be destroyed by YAHAWASHI. You've canceled at your salvation. So this is a real trial of our faith that we're coming into. Now, verse 69, it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. That's right. You bow the knee to Esau because you scared. All right, he got you in a facility somewhere, away from your family, away from your, the people that you know, you're in some government black site, and they say, well, if you want to be released, then you just take this RFID microchip, you know, and you give in and you take that shit, you're going to be had in derision and reproach, especially for those of you that know that you're Israelites. And those who are not deeply rooted in this thing, you're not really, rooted in the faith of the Lord. All right, though you have on fringes and whatnot, you might have a YouTube channel and whatnot. If you're not sincere about this thing, and you're not of the Lord's elect, you're gonna give in. A lot of Israelites are gonna give in and take the chip because of their lack of faith, and they're gonna be had in reproach. You're gonna be known as a damn hypocrite. All right, here it is. You're out there preaching the word of the Lord, man, and then you give in. You give in to Esau at the end. That's despicable. But it's going to be happening. And we just pray that we're not of that number, that the Lord keeps his spirit on us. All right? And what's to say that even helps you? Say you take the chip, you give in, you take the chip, and they still kill your ass. Or they still starve you to death. You see? Never trust your enemy. Now, verse 70, it says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Now, that's really going into the entire nation of Israel, because we're the nation that fears the Lord, man. Though the majority of our people are, in a messed up mind state, we got 2/3 of our people here in America that are not serving the Lord, man. All right, they're going to receive their judgment, but it's really talking about the nation of Israel, especially us prophets, man, and men that are of the hopeful elect. Now, verse 71, it says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. All right, you see, they're gonna be like madmen, grabbing up every damn body. All right, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses, snatching them up. You're seeing it happening now, man, with the northern kingdom. All right, and even some of the southern kingdom that are of the other tribes, the Levites, which are the so-called Haitians. All right, they're being grabbed up and targeted, but it's going to eventually spread to all the tribes, man. They'll grab you out of your own house and take you to their facility. All right. Now, here's the point I wanted to make right here out of all this. Verse 73, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. There you go, man. Because when this begins to take place, and they begin to take the elect and grabbing up the elect, guess what's going to happen? The Lord going to step in. Divine intervention is going to take place, and there's going to be known who are the Lord's chosen when the Lord steps in and defends them. And Lord willing, that's us. Okay? But we will be tried as gold in the fire, man. We're going to go through it too. All right? But it's not meant to destroy us. It's meant for the Lord to deliver us and give glory unto his name. All right? So it's going to glorify the Lord when he delivers us. All right? The people are going to know that there is a power in the heavens that judges righteously. All right? So you got to keep this in mind, man. All right? The Lord is on our side. So with that being said, man, I just want to bring this out real quick, a quick lesson in regards to this recent news, man. We're in that time, man. So stay prayed up. All right, you Israelites out there, man, that are the hopeful elect, you men and women, and continue to fight the good fight of faith. We're in the last seconds of the game, man. It's about to get very interesting. All right, but the Lord is on our side. So hey, I'm gonna end it right there. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Quadash. A double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahawah, Bashem Yahawashi. A Kwam Yasharallah and a Bob Abal. Shalom to the elect.